All right, so let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. Z Flip 3 no sacrifice battery tips. Now, I know pretty sure if you're a Z Flip 3 owner or if you're a potential Z Flip 3 owner, you want to know what's the best way to get the most battery life that you can out of this device. All right, I know you heard from the grapevine that the battery isn't too great, and it's not terrible, but it isn't too great. And you go up there and you're trying to figure out your battery tips. But the thing about these, man, is a lot of tips have you turning off way too much when it comes to your smartphone. It has you turn off things that just make us enjoy our phone for what it is. So this is your boy's no sacrifice battery tips. All right, this is the way I run my phone. This is the way I run all of my Android devices. I'm not doing this video and then cutting a bunch of settings off or cutting them back on after the video is over. No, this is how I run my phone. These are the only tips that I do. The rest I'm going to have to live with, man, because I feel like once you start turning off and doing too much, we're giving a company a pass, whether it's Samsung, Apple, OnePlus, I don't even care who it is. You can't sit there and just turn off a bunch of features and expect us to enjoy our phone still. So here are the no sacrifice battery tips that I have, man. It's about 5 or 6. Take notes. If you want to incorporate some of these, then make sure you do so. But this is the way your boy runs his phone. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first thing I'm pretty sure that you always hear about when it comes to battery saving tips is turn on dark mode. All right. I'm not going to be too much onto this, but of course, dark mode is everything. That's if you like dark mode. Some people may not like dark mode. Some people might need their stuff to be bright and in their face. But me, dark mode, all the things for me, all right? And not only should you turn dark mode on your system settings, you also should go in your favorite apps, all right? I have apps I know that I'm always on. You got Facebook, you got YouTube, you got Twitch, you got, I don't know what else has a dark mode. I don't know, whatever app that you could potentially use. If it has a dark mode available, make sure you activate that. That's if you are a dark mode person. So I feel like a lot of people miss that part. They just activate it on their system settings, but you should go in your favorite apps that you're always in and also activate dark mode, because anytime you can get away from that huge bright display pushing all of those brightness and nits and everything, you're going to be able to save a little bit of battery life. So first one, turn dark mode on your system settings, but also go into your favorite apps and just see if they also have a dark mode available. Now, next up, this is one that could be a sacrifice depending on where you are, and that is turning off 5G. Now, for me, I am not right in the middle of a metro area. 5G isn't the strongest right now. 5G is a little weak where I'm at. So therefore, I don't need my phone constantly searching and looking for 5G. Cellular reception is one of the biggest battery drainers there is. All right, so that's just what it is. Now, when it comes to certain carriers, I have AT&T. Now, I know a lot of people can say go in your mobile settings and turn off 5G. AT&T doesn't give you ability to do that, so you have to download a third-party app, and that is going to be called Samsung Band Selection. So when you click on it right here, and you can just get this from the Play Store, not the Galaxy Store, go to the Play Store and download this Samsung Band Selector app. And actually, I chose the wrong thing. Actually, I think I didn't. I think I chose the right thing. It was just already in the settings. So when you go into it, it's going to look like this. Here it is. So Samsung Band Selection, and you're going to go to more network settings, AT&T. That's my active SIM. You click on it. You're going to click on advanced settings, and down here it's going to say preferred network type. And as you see, it's going to have 5G, which is recommended. Of course, this is a 5G based phone. They want you to have the fastest connection. Just like I stated, 5G ain't that big where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's probably coming. It's okay, but it's not a deal breaker. So I want to make sure I turn it off. So I just basically choose LTE and I keep it moving. So every time I go out and about, I'm not seeing that 5G icon. Or if I'm home like I am right now that has a weak reception, I'm not constantly trying to pull 5G. I can just turn it off. Now, if you have any other carriers, I think you can just go straight into your mobile network settings, and then the 5G option is right there where you can turn it on and off. But I know for AT&T, and I'm not sure if it's the same for other carriers, you can't do it, but you're going to have to download that Samsung Band Selector to turn off 5G. Now, next is a setting that I always turn off no matter what phone that I'm using, and that is going to be nearby device scanning. So where you can get to that is you go to your more connection settings, under your connections, go to nearby device scanning, and here it is right here. I turn this off on every single Android phone that I use. I've never had an issue with it. It doesn't affect anything. And it's basically your phone will scan for devices nearby and let you connect to them in a pop-up or in a notification panel. Your phone will scan for devices even when Bluetooth is turned off. See, I don't need my phone to be doing anything in the background when we're talking about scanning, all right? I need my phone just to do what I want it to do, and that's it. I already feel like Android has too much going on in the background as it is. So nearby device scanning, turn it off. I don't want any unnecessary scanning going on in the background. And even with this setting off, I haven't seen it cause an issue or problems for any of the apps that I run. So just do yourself a favor, go ahead and turn that off. All right, real quick, man, we got to go ahead and handle the business, man. A lot of you out here, when you watching these videos, you don't even sub to your boy, man. So if you find value in these videos, you already know my saying, man. We just talk about tech the way it is. We don't get into the techie specky stuff. It's a cool vibe around here, man. So if that's something that you like, make sure you hit that sub, turn that bell on, and come back and join the fam for your boy. And we just like to have a good time talking about tech, man. So let's go ahead and get back to the video. Now, next up is deep sleep apps. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our settings. Let's go to battery devices and care. Let's go to your battery and let's go to battery usage limits. So you basically have 3 settings here. You have sleeping apps. These are apps that's going to, they're going to sleep a little bit, but they're still able to give you some notifications, but they kind of lie dormant in the background until a notification comes up and then boom, it's in your face. Deep sleep apps, she gone. All right. That app is tucked away. It's not going to give you any notifications. These are apps that you just don't heavily rely on a day-to-day basis. All right. I'm going to show you because half of my apps are setting in deep sleep. And then we have never sleeping apps. And these apps that you constantly want to make sure that you're getting notifications for. And me, it's basically, I need to add my social media accounts, but definitely my email. I'm getting tons of emails. I'm sending emails out. I don't want to be able to miss an email, you know what I mean, by accident. But we're focusing on this video, which is going to be deep sleeping apps. And I have 46 deep sleeping apps. That's just about all my apps. All right. So these apps, like I said, that you're not going to interact with on a daily basis. I have my Boom to power my Bluetooth speaker over there. I don't need that app every day. Turn that off. You know what I mean? I got, I don't know, FedEx. I don't need that every single day. Turned off. Geico. The application that lets me remote start my car. Pandora. You get what I'm saying. Southwest Airlines, UPS. Like, these are applications that you just don't need to be looking at, like breaking news notifications and different things like that. These are apps that you want to just turn off, that you really don't depend on a day-to-day basis to get you throughout your day, and you don't have to worry about them doing anything. So just throw them in deep sleeping apps. And the thing about Android, and I think Samsung does, if it sees an app that should go into deep sleep, it's going to give you notifications and say, yo, we see you don't use these apps like that. Do you want us to put them in deep sleep? You hit OK, boom, it goes into your deep sleep. So that's just me, because one thing, there are rogue apps. There are apps that draw a little bit more battery than others. So one way to prevent that is for the devices, for the apps that you don't depend on to be always readily available, throw them in deep sleep and just bring them up when you need them. Now, next up is a setting that I turn off no matter what Android device that is, and that's going to be improved accuracy. And I turn off Wi-Fi scanning and I turn off Bluetooth scanning here. Now, I have been turning these settings off for years. I still can use my GPS just fine. It still finds my location just fine for widgets and different things like that. But it's just basically allowing these, modules, your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth, to more accurately locate you. And I turn them off. All right. It may affect some things when it comes to like super location pinpoint, but for me, hey, look, Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, Fat Man mode, it's fine. You know what I mean? It works all for me. You know what I mean? Google Maps, never had an issue. So I tend to just turn these off. Once again, that's more scanning going on in the background that I care for, and I don't really want it. So we turn those off. And last but not least, let's talk a little bit about Bixby Routines. And I feel like a lot of people don't really know to do this, but it could save you a little bit. And in my opinion, it's just a mind thing. I don't know if it's doing anything, but who knows? But this is what I do when it comes to Bixby Routines. Now, if you don't know what Bixby Routines are, it's basically an automation app within Bixby, an automation system that lets you run certain tasks. So if this happens, do this, or if that happens, do that. All right. So I run 2 Bixby Routines, and I'm not going to click on them because both of these are location based. And it's going to have my address right up there. You know what I mean? I don't need no crazy. So I have NFC off and Wi-Fi off. Both of these kind of behave the same. Now, as you can see right now, NFC off is actually running. If you can see it right there, you can see the kind of circle that's spinning. My NFC module is running right now. And basically what that does is, my if statement is, if the phone sees that I'm home, if the location is pinging me being home, turn NFC off. I don't know if NFC in the background is doing any type of funky things. I don't need it. Turn it off. I'm not making type of NFC payments, or I'm not sharing anything via NFC. So when I'm home, turning off, and it has a reverse statement. So if it sees that I leave the house, then turn NFC back on. Payments, you never know when you might use NFC when you're out and about. So that's my first setting right here. And of course, it's running because it knows that I'm home. Now, my next one is going to be Wi-Fi off. So my Wi-Fi off is, I don't need Wi-Fi to be looking for connections when I'm out and about. All right. I'm not using Wi-Fi when I'm out and about, so I don't need you to find anything for me. So this statement is, if I'm leave home, if it shows me leaving away from home, cuts my Wi-Fi module completely off, so it's not constantly looking for networks. And once again, that could save you a little bit of battery life. There's another one that I used to have up here that I need to put back up here actually. And it was when I leave out the house, turn 60 hertz on. You know what I mean? Because when I'm out and about, I'm not really interacting with my phone like that. I'm kind of paying attention to where I'm out. So I don't really need to have the super 120 hertz when I'm interacting with my phone. Because when I'm out, I maybe take, quick text messages, quick email, something like that. I don't necessarily need 120 hertz. So you can do that one for an example. And another one, for example, is if your battery gets below a certain percentage. For me, it was like 25 or 30%. Activate 60 hertz mode once again, because 120 hertz is like that main battery draw that everybody tends to get. You see what I'm saying? So I tend to turn that off, and that's just some routines that you could potentially do, man. So those are my 2 routines, NFC off and Wi-Fi off. But that's it, man. That is all the battery saving tips that I do when it comes to my Z Flip 3. No, we're not turning off 120 hertz. No, we're not turning off always on display. We're not doing those things. No, we're not turning off the fingerprint scanner. No. Those are things that I enjoy about this phone, and I want to always have those features available. So let me know down in the comment section below if you have a few battery tips that I may not know about. I know some people turn off syncing of their email. I'm not doing that. I need my emails on time. I need everything to be syncing. I need my phone to work like a phone. I don't want to cripple it. You see what I'm saying? So let me know some battery saving tips that you got that I may have missed that might help your boy out, but there got to be no sacrifice. All right. We doing no sacrifice battery tips. We're not turning off all the features, man. So let me know in the comment section down below. You already know, man, do the YouTube things, hit that sub, hit that like, and make sure you turn that bell on, man, because we dropping these videos like fire, man. So everyone out there, please be safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.